using fake IDs. Very, very common problem in our state, as well as other states.
Sergeant Wes Cool is the deputy director with the Arizona Department of Liquor Licenses and Control. He's been working to educate bar management on the new vertical ID law since it took effect last July.
Many people who turn 21 years of age pass their vertical ID down to somebody who is under 21.
The law prohibits the use of a vertical ID to gain entrance to a bar or be served alcohol. This applies to in-state and out-of-state vertical IDs. There is a 30-day grace period after the owner turns 21. However, after that, they are expected to get a horizontal card or use an alternative acceptable form of identification, such as a military ID or a passport. However, in Scottsdale this week, half a dozen bars didn't want to talk on camera about how they're enforcing the law leading up to the Super Bowl. Some seemed unclear about whether or not they had to. When I contacted Sergeant Ben Hoster with the Scottsdale Police Department, he said this.
The State Department of Liquor has decided that we're not going to enforce it until after Super Bowl due to all the visitors.
Sergeant Hoster says it's his understanding that the period leading up to the Super Bowl has been more of, quote, an educational period, where they would still issue warnings to vertical ID violators, but not strictly enforce the law until after Super Bowl festivities end. Though Sergeant Cool asserts that this process of educating liquor licensees and the public on this mandate does not directly conflict with the legislation, he says there will be consequences for those who do disobey.
Education many times is the best step. But if we find a location, a bar location, that is blatantly not enforcing the law or not complying with the law, at that point, we may spend more time with that bar and advise them, hey, you need to comply with this law better, and this could lead to fines if you don't do so. So we do expect them to comply with the law.
As for Scottsdale, you can expect enforcement of this law to pick up after the Super Bowl. In Phoenix, Taya Vitek, Cronkite News.